very excited because I'm terrified. Today we are driving down to Oludeniz, where I will be going paragliding for the first time. I'll be paragliding with the company Gravity Tandem Paragliding off Mount Babadag, which is, I believe, one of the highest commercial gliding sites in the world. It's one of the most popular paragliding sites in the world. From what I understand, there are multiple different takeoff points on the mountain. It just depends on the weather conditions, which one you take off from. But I think the highest is somewhere around 6,000 feet. So I don't know from how far up we're gonna be taking off today, but we're headed down to the office now. So feeling pretty nervous. I've never done anything like this before. Never done paragliding, parasailing, ziplining, skydiving, never done any of it. The only adventure things that we've done are we did whitewater rafting in Switzerland, which was amazing but also scary, and we did snuba, which is like a cross between snorkeling and scuba diving, where you don't go down as far. You don't have the oxygen tank on your back. It's connected to a raft floating above you, so that was also scary for me. Anything with water is a little scary for me. Feeling very nervous, but I know that if I don't do this, I'm gonna regret it because it's something I've always wanted to do. From what I understand, it's really safe. It's safer than driving a car, so I'm sure I'll be okay. Just a little nervous that I might throw up on this guy or pass out, I don't know. So it's about a 30-minute drive down to Oludeniz from Fethiye. I'm gonna have a coffee on the way, hopefully calm my nerves a little bit, and we should be there in about 30 minutes. So wish me luck. I'm sure I'll be fine. So we'll see you there in about half an hour. Got my pumpkin spice latte, which makes everything a little bit better. Let's drink it and hopefully feel a little bit better about this. So it didn't fly. It was a heck of a morning. It's about 1 o'clock now. I was there like 3 hours. I walked in at 10:15. It said to be there 15 to 20 minutes early, so I was good on that. I got there and there was like nobody else there, and I checked it at the desk and he said that the 8:30 group did not fly because of the weather, so they canceled it. And then he said the 10:30 they weren't sure if we were gonna fly or not, but to take a seat and they'll have an answer shortly. They monitor the weather, they monitor the wind gusts and everything to make sure that it's safe to fly. And they said that even though some other companies will still fly, they are very cautious, and they will not fly you if the weather is not good for flying. So I took a seat and I waited a while, and then a big group of people came in, and it was the shuttle coming down from the mountain for the 8:30 group. So they got all of them situated, they pushed them back to later in the day or rescheduled them to other times. And so I thought that my flight was gonna be canceled too, so I walked up and I was like, hey, when should I come back? And they were like, no, you're going. And they're like, maybe like 10:45, you'll go up. And I was like, okay, fine. So I sat down and the group of 10:30 people finally came in. We're all sitting there waiting. They're calling us up one by one to make us pay, the ones of us who didn't pay yet. And then he called me out of everybody there and said, follow this guy to your shuttle. So I went outside with this guy, got in the shuttle, and we started going. And I was the only one on the shuttle. And it turns out we were just going to another office to pick up some other people. And that's where I met Tolga, who was gonna be my flight instructor. And then we took the 30-minute drive all the way up the mountain, which was terrifying. There's no rails, it's super steep, and they drive really fast and they don't slow down. So we were close to the edge almost the entire way. And then we got up there and there was tons of other people up there, other companies and everything. And everybody was getting into their flight gear except for me. My instructor said to wait, just hang out a little bit because he wasn't sure about the weather, or it was too windy, or he was waiting for the wind to die down, something like that. So while everybody else was getting all suited up, I was standing there and watching. I got some videos and pictures on my phone. And watching everybody take off was pretty terrifying because the longer I stood there, the more afraid I got, because I had kind of built myself up to be brave to do this because I'm very, very afraid of heights. So the longer I stood there watching everybody else, the more nervous I got. And I did watch a few rough takeoffs. People getting blown to the side, people getting blown straight up in the air, falling over as they're trying to get up in the air. And then the last one I saw, two people got blown right into the rocks. Luckily, they used their feet to push off, and then they were okay and they went off, but it was pretty scary. And before I knew it, everybody that was from the company that I chose that was with the 10:30 group had gone, except for me and one other girl. But she was already suited up. And I looked over and noticed that her instructor had told her to take all her gear off. And then my instructor came over and was like, follow this guy, and pointed to this guy next to him. And I followed him and got on the shuttle bus. In my head, I thought maybe we're going to a different takeoff point. And then the other girl that was in the tour group came and sat, and then the flight instructors came on, and they said that they weren't comfortable with the weather, the wind was just not cooperating. They said it was just gonna be canceled, and they took us all the way back down the mountain, another 30 minutes, that terrifying drive, back to the office where I had to talk to the guy about getting it rescheduled, and they were all full tomorrow, so the day after tomorrow I will be coming back at 10:30 and trying again. So, pretty bummed. So now we're gonna head off and have some lunch, and then we're gonna go do something else that was on the list to do tomorrow, but we're gonna do it today instead.
Çekerken I know. Please don't. Hey,
Sorry. Relax.
Çekerken dikkat. Bekliyorum. Dön now. Sağ olasın. Böyle.
Oh my goodness.
Stand up. Stand up. Thank you. Thank you so much.
That was so much fun.
Okay, right?
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome.
That was easy. The landing was easy.
Yes.
Oh,
Easy with this gentleman.
yes. And you.
25, high five. Yes. Easy.
Thank you.
Bye bye.